Oh, they're pulling up now. Oh, it's Cornwood.
You live to fight another day.
Ow.
Yeah. She got somebody ran into another car and smacked in this car.
Yeah,
and,
terrible accident. I was gonna see if you needed repairs.
Oh no, I have a kit, but I appreciate it.
11776, latest 911, senior buns.
120.
This is our chance.
Y'all need help? I got a repair kit.
Oh no, we're good. We have a bunch of guys.
Oh, yeah, that's too goddamn bad.
Don't move, motherfucker! I'll blow your brains out.
All right. Where the fuck
Let's go. Drop your gun on the ground right now. And radio.
And radio. Drop your radio.
Drop
too.
your
Come
gun
on,
and radio on the ground.
Space. Let's go.
Drop them.
Hold on now.
Not gonna say it again, big boy. Gun 2.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go. Get in your car.
Appreciate it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Jesus.
In the car. Throw me the keys.
Okay.
Throw me the keys. Don't say
You want the keys? I'll give you the keys. So
I'm gonna take this one back to the station. The other ones are
take
right
them
here
back to
behind
the
the
station.
stand, all right?
No cop in the bushes, so...
There you go. Give me a Sandy PD. What you doing, buying some fruits? I know you don't eat no goddamn fruit.
Oh no, I was just hanging out up there.
You just hanging around, huh? Heard that one before.
Yep.
Just hanging around. This thing got some fucking wheels on it, huh? Oh hell no. Hey, y'all know if Cletus an actual PD?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I fucking know that's bad, bro.
I mean, it was anyway.
Fuck.
I got that shit definitely had the turbo in that motherfucker.
Keep your hands up. Things sound fast. Got a little turbo in here or what, son?
Oh, definitely a turbo.
Oh,
Definitely a
yeah.
turbo in that motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Ooh, what you got, 99?
Well,
Big man like you need that
best.
99 for some extra power.
Drags that thing down.
Sir, do you have your gun on me?
Damn right I do.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh, look at this. Yeah. Yeah, what else you got? I mean, put your taser in there. Put your phone in the glove box too, man. Oh my God. Put that shit in the glove box.
Okay.
I got my fellows right behind me. You try something funny, it's gonna get dirty.
I'm putting my hands down. I'm putting shit away.
Yep, put that shit away. All right, let me get that phone in there. The fuck are these condoms? Condoms. The fuck are these condoms? This is
What
a
do you
game,
mean?
son.
No, those aren't mine. Okay.
No, you're on your own.
Somebody else
right
put
now.
them in there.
Barzell.
You got another gun? You dual wielding?
I'm putting this shit away.
All right, just take a deep breath, relax. You're breathing heavy, you're scaring me.
Okay. I put the taser in there. I put the... What else?
That's it.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, let's go and get in there quick. Come on now. Put some pep in your step. Let's go. Come on now.
Okay.
Move them legs.
Okay.
All right.
Pull up.
We're going to sign you off duty. You sign off here. Can you just sign off in general?
No. No, I can't.
Oh, God.
Hold on, let me see.
Try nothing funny now.
I'm looking for a sign off, sir.
Oh, right here, right here. Right here. In the air. You see that shit?
I see it.
You just gotta finagle it, you know what I'm saying? I'm at Pluto PD, boys.
I do see it.
Is it box?
It's not letting me do no shit.
Oh, we gotta go. Cops coming. Cops coming.
Oh my god, it's fucked up, bro.
Fuck off.
Fuck, bro.
Shit off. Fuck, we're dead.
Me.
Oh yeah, GG.
Of course.
Hey, take that car.
Scuff wins again.
Love to see it, man.
Hey, hold on. Get me.
100 is with me, safe.
Hey, hand me the phone. Hand me your phone.
Yeah,
Put your phone in my glove box.
Try to give me a Limpidati real quick.
Oh, that car ain't bad. I got a feeling I'm just gonna get shot.
I mean, we're so slow in this thing.
Yeah, keep driving that shit. I'm gonna try to give me a nice car.
Oh, I'm fucked.
What do you mean? Come back. Where are you?
River jump.
Trails?
River jump.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Police, don't move.
You need to surrender.
John, if I get caught again for some scuff shit, I swear to God, I'm fucking just gonna lose my shit. Oh, here we go.
Hey, you're gonna be fine if you don't stop.
I'm gonna give him one final chance. Sir, in the trench coat, I don't want it to end like this. Surrender, or you will be open fired upon.
For what?
I see you. I don't see you. Okay, hit me. I'm on the correct side.
I see you. I'm coming over.
See you.
Bro.
Shooting? Oh.
Oh my God, the server is fucking ridiculous.
We're now 195. Is the K?
Yeah.
They advise you of your rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
Not that
You
I
need
care.
anything to eat or drink?
I could care less.
Oh, well, I care about you. I don't want you starving down there.
You don't care about shit.
I care, Detective K. What the fuck, man? We go back.
We don't.
What do you mean I don't
we
care?
We don't go back.
Well, you worked with me. What you talking
I don't know
about?
anything about you.
What?
And then if EMS didn't call it out, you could
That's
have been
rude, Detective
kidnapped
K.
and all your
That's
shit
rude.
taken. And then
116.23 with the 95.
Appreciate it.
Unbelievable.
Okay, phone. Was there anything else?
Excuse me.
Oh shit.
How are we doing this so we don't have 7 officers down here doing processing?
I just have one thing to ask.
I'm doing the report.
The EMS statements in here. She's asking her name be redacted if it's void.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Mention that. Just have it as like a redacted EMS and have the statement in there. Mr. K?
Yeah.
Okay. A couple things. First, I need your DNA for what happened today. 2, I do recommend you get an attorney. The gun is coming back. Sure. The gun is coming back molten lava hot level. Okay.
That's great. I could care less.
Come back to 5 instances we want to talk to you about. And then, K, if you go in here real quick. All right. I'm going to be open up this DNA kit, and I'm going to be opening the capsule. What I'm asking for you is open up your mouth so I can swab the inner walls of your mouth using the Q-tip that I have here today.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. K, we have a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about.
Don't care.
I really think you should, Mr. K.
What's the point?
You really should.
What's the point? Because I want to understand what's going on with you, man. Okay, what the hell is happening? All right.
Nothing.
You mind telling me why you attempted to kidnap Cletus and took him to Polito?
I didn't.
That wasn't you.
Huh?
What was your involvement in the Cletus kidnapping?
Nothing.
Okay. Then why were you driving the Scout, the cop car?
Because I wanted to.
Because you wanted to. Hey, you know what that means, Mr. K?
Why'd you shoot me?
Because we believe you are a threat to our officers and other people out there. We believe you're involved kidnapping and holding up a Cletus Cornwood where he lost his weapons as well.
Okay. I don't agree.
Why don't you agree, Mr. K?
None of your business.
Well, it is my business because I'm talking to you, okay? You're my suspect. I'm trying to understand what is going through your brain. What's your thought process?
My thought process right now is I don't care.
But you're going to care eventually, Mr. K.
Right? No, I'm not. Because every time I do care,
we end up here. So I'm just not gonna care. It's when I don't care. Things are great.
What does that mean, Mr. K? Because I've heard
don't
legends about you,
care.
okay? Right, and that scares me. I'll be honest, that scares me.
No, it doesn't. It makes me feel better. I don't care.
You might feel better, but I feel anxious when I hear those words. I don't care. Because it's a man that's got nothing to lose, and there's nothing scarier than that.
Yes, it's better that way.
Is it? It really is it?
Because you just wouldn't understand.
Mr.
The
K,
cards are already against me in every way. Every which way. And the moment the cards... No, listen. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. The cards are against me. They've always been against me. But I always figure out a way to make them not against me. And once I figure out a way, that way is no longer a way. And I got to figure out another way. So the best way is just not to give a fuck.
Mr. K, I think you're a pretty
upsetting
individual who's pardoned. Who was pardoned of crimes. I think we talked about this earlier. You're pardoned.
Yeah, so?
I think good people can make bad decisions sometimes. So we're trying to figure out what happened and what went wrong.
The mayor believed in you. He wanted to pardon you. I'm sure that there's some good that you can bring, Mr. K, right?
There's some good in there.
All that was shut down a long time ago.
What? Right, but it doesn't mean it's over. It
No,
does
it
not
does.
mean it's over.
It
Because
is
we live in
over.
Los Santos. No, we live in Los Santos, okay?
No, I'm not doing any of that shit again.
Okay. Let's move on to a different topic. The gun. The 1911 that was on your possession.
Yeah.
How'd you get it?
I got it.
I'm sure you got it from somewhere.
I got it from a thing that had a gun.
A thing?
Yeah. Really?
Oh my God, Slacks.
It's not enough, huh? Just you gotta tie me down even more, huh?
That is not. Can you uncuff the man, please?
It does not represent the entire Los Santos Police Department.
Yeah, we care at the LSPD. We care.
Okay,
we
Mr.
care.
K.
I
do
got it from a
apologize, Mr.
Group
K.
6 driver. They buy and sell guns.
Does that Group 6 driver have a name?
I don't know. Just one of those fucking upside down cross wearing motherfuckers.
And how much did you get it for? Was there like a purchase price?
I don't know. It's like 20 grand or something.
20 grand.
Yeah.
Was this in
sell
cash?
guns.
Well, we're trying to follow the lead in the gun, okay, Mr. K. If you're saying that somebody else sold this to you, we want to pursue that lead and figure out who's behind it. Because this gun, like I said, is molten lava level hot. It's coming back to 5 different incidents, and Officer Duncan here can tell you exactly what's going on.
Yeah, we got a couple of shootings from this, so I'm just wondering, when did you buy this gun?
Yesterday.
I hope you understand the gravity of the situation. We need to find out where exactly you got it from. Right now, without that information, it looks like you had it this entire time and was involved in multiple shootings.
I mean, letter of the
involving
law,
casualties.
Right, a little law, but it doesn't mean we cannot investigate further, because if somebody else is behind being a merchant of death and providing you with guns like that, we got a bigger problem, right? Especially a gun that can be purchased from the ammunition.
So why do you want to help me this time around?
I've always wanted to help you, Mr. K. I've always wanted to
Not
try
last
to
time.
seek the
Last
truth.
time I got told letter of the law.
Well, last time you walked out of here when I had your interrogation, right? I gave you that benefit of doubt. You told me that somebody was going through your pockets, that the gun was planted. We let you go.
Yeah, you
we
definitely gave me
investigated.
the benefit of the doubt.
I did. When I was talking to my officers, I did not believe we had a probable cause to arrest you at the time.
You. Just know that.
There's no way you're saying this right now. You're here because of me, because of my actions. You got here.
I would still be doing real estate. I would still be doing telemarketing. But your piss poor police work changed that, and now I don't give a fuck.
Mr. K, you were pardoned for what happened, though, right?
Jesus.
Doesn't matter. I still
You
got
were given a
second
felonies
chance.
'cause that dumb fucking evading warrant where you guys sent the whole PD after me.
What?
You guys have been dying to get me from the start. Just
That
be
is
real
not
for
true.
once.
I only had 8 officers on duty that day. And then as a pursuit...
You had all 8 there, so.
No, we had like 5, and then there were
No.
2 more outside.
So you had 5 and 2 more outside. That's 7. That's 7 out of 8. Slacks.
Right, and then one more respond from Mission of Pity at the
And
time.
then, okay, so that's the full. That's all of them. Exactly. Thank you. So
Right,
what is wrong about what I said?
At first, I tried to
You had
de-escalate
the
with you.
entire PD on me over an evading warrant. You guys have been dying to get me from the start.
I wasn't even involved in that pursuit. I was dealing with interference that came in.
Here
okay?
we go. Here we go.
I'm being serious with you here. I'm trying to
It
tell
was
you
the
the
whole
truth, Mr.
PD.
K.
See, this one you just can't admit shit.
Mr. K.
Mr. K, you don't even
To
have
me,
a
8
violent
units is not the
felony.
whole PD. We're bad. We're down bad on numbers. Okay, sometimes. So
It doesn't matter. Felony's felony. It doesn't matter if it's violent.
Not always. Not on most things.
So here's the thing. If you could help us try to investigate this so we can figure out who's behind the gun, we can pursue charges on that person who's involved who sold you the gun, right? But if you don't have much to investigate, then you're the person with the gun, and you don't have to face a charge.
What's the charges on the gun?
There's a lot to go through.
A few of them
So
will be
sex-
criminal use.
Well, listen,
and
I
then-
got all the time in the world.
Well, one of them is the biggest one, and one that involves, a serious incident happened to a Dr. Cantor and Judge Jackson. where they're both gunned down in public daylight, right in front of the Gratian Highway gas station.
And does anyone care? Both of them
The police
fucking
does.
suck.
We do, because we're victims of a
Judge
crime.
Jackson's such a dog shit
LSPD,
judge.
we
The
care.
fucking council had to reverse his fucking decision.
And how do you feel about Judge Jackson?
Dude's a fucking idiot. Should not be a judge.
Would that drive you to be angry enough to do something about it?
Yeah.
Did you shoot Judge Jackson?
Nah.
But you see what you're saying to me, though. You give me a reason to believe
would,
that you
though.
potentially have a motive behind it, right? Exactly.
Well,
you
I would shoot him.
right?
Yeah, I would.
You would shoot him. Did you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're saying you would shoot him, and you hold
I had to, yeah.
ill will against him.
Are you deaf?
No, I'm not deaf. I'm just making sure I heard you right.
I would shoot you too.
Okay, there's no need for that,
Thank you, Cletus.
detective. Okay, Jesus, just you had a gun on you, and you're saying you would shoot him.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna.
Right.
But I would.
You know what? I'm starting to think that Mr. K is an innocent guy. I think we should let him go.
Yeah.
Mr. K, what are you saying right now? What has come out of your mouth? Do you even listen to yourself?
I told you I don't care.
You should care.
Why? Why should I care? You're just gonna fuck me anyway.
That is not
You're
true.
gonna get me all worked up to care and all this shit just to let me down and lock me away. So what's the point?
Does not mean that we should always throw the book at you. Does not mean we should always hear with every single charge, because the ultimate goal isn't sending you up to the penitentiary for a long time, because does not change people. Not always, right? There's no reform people. We believe in community policing. We believe in talking to people and figuring out what happened exactly, because the whys are important, just as important as the how.
All right, what's your question?
Who's the person that you purchased the gun from?
I was a G6 worker, upside down crosses.
6 worker, upside down crosses.
Yep.
Okay.
Bunny ears.
Bunny ears.
Shit like that.
Helmet or
Okay.
no helmet?
It's just, usual group 6 worker shit.
And how did you hear about the gun? Or how did you know that this person's got a gun? Or what made you want to purchase the gun?
I need some protection out there.
Did you hear about it from somebody else?
Nah.
Then how did the transaction go down?
Hey, what's up? Hey, you need a gun? Yeah, sure. All right, I could sell you one. It's a little hot though. The 1911. All right, I'll give you 15. Nah, 20. All right, deal.
So you knowingly bought a gun that's quote a little hot.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And where did the cash transaction take place?
At the vault, right next to his big fat tier 3 truck.
Do you remember anything about how they sound, how they were talking, any descriptive things about them other than what they were wearing?
Just your usual group 6 worker.
Yeah, okay.
If I say the name Jason Polam, what do you think?
Gun dealer?
Was he your gun dealer?
Could have been. Not really sure exactly what it was, but yeah, I know he sells guns too.
Oh.
No name, no nickname, nothing we can try to ask around about, anything like that?
Yeah, group 6 worker.
Well, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
there's
those,
so
Mr.
many.
K. There's a lot of those, and there's a lot of those what you described as well. I've seen a lot of folks with an upside-down cross and bunny ears.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
You've seen a lot of people with bunny ears and upside down crosses. Well, goddamn. Looks like we have a problem, huh?
Well,
I
we
agree.
sure do. We sure do. But
Bunch of
what you
devil
descri-
worshipping fucking bunny rabbits hopping around. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's real bad.
I don't know what's going on.
It's an epidemic.
I don't know if it's a cult or people are worshiping the wrong thing, but the cross I know is not upside down.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Strawberry gas station.
Let me talk to you outside real quick.
Mhm.
I'll be back, Mr. K. What are y'all thinking?
So the lead we got is quite literally naming every single G6 worker that has ever existed. He also knowingly and willingly bought a firearm that he was told was a little hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to dispute what he's saying to even help him in this incident.
He's not giving us much to help him in this situation. It's more so
That's the thing,
turning
yeah.
us against him with the info he's saying. But I will say this. We should do our due diligence and at least investigate to see if there is any basis to what he's saying.
That's what I want to say. I said we give it 24 hours to investigate, and then we can always place some warrant. We can let him know we're not going to charge him with the class 1, right? Don't charge him with the class 1. Hold off that. Let's actually go down to group 6, talk to people. If nothing comes up as far as a lead, then we can pursue the charges afterwards.
Problem: if we don't charge him with the class 1, we charge him with the Cletus robbery.
That's double jeopardy.
Then,
No, it's not. No.
Yes, it
because-
is.
Yes,
no,
it is.
no, it's not.
No, it is. It is.
How
Because
is it?
this all stemmed from the same incident that led to this search, that led to us finding the firearm on him.
We've had several conversations about hot guns, and we've made phone calls because the last time that we found a hot
When you
gun
arrive,
it
Val, can you
was
go and check for the roof?
tampered with,
clear the
like
roof?
no serial.
But I'm not charging with the possession of the gun. I'm charging with the robbery
but
act.
I'm telling you
So
now,
the gun was used in a robbery. Is that why you can't charge him with it?
Outside the vehicle?
Because we're processing the gun, therefore the charges have to be placed now. So we pretty much have to hold
Who
every
told you
single.
that? I thought it was only in relation
Gatsby.
to.
Captain, the way
Processing the gun now.
Yeah.
So if we charge him with anything, the charge it needs to be all now or not, or hold it till later.
So we cut him loose now. We investigate.
Yeah, if that's the course you want to go, then we can go down that route and then either push a
Question
warrant or a
is-
docket.
Cletus, you should probably be involved in this conversation, by the way. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was working on the report. Okay.
Cletus is already doing the legwork, so if we just cut him loose right now, Cletus will just he'll probably be arguably pissed.
We want to pursue the investigation regarding the hot gun, right? But the problem is, Duncan's saying that if we do that, that means we can't charge him today. That's what he's saying.
Wait, no, he was in possession of it, no?
That's what I'm arguing. I'm saying that we're not charging with possession charge, we're only charging with a robbery that happened to Cletus today.
We can't do that. We have to do all or hold everything till later.
Yeah, it's double.
Yeah, Duncan's right. That would be a double jeopardy.
So we cut him loose and we do all the charges at once next time with him, and we let him know. I mean, he might even say no to this. He might even want to take the charges now and just say, I don't want to get, We'll
Problem
see.
is, he hasn't given us anything. That's like, what are we gonna spend the next 30 days doing? Going to G6?
Next one tomorrow. We'll ask G6. Hey, we're looking to investigate a hot gun regarding this incident. Y'all know anything about this? No, we.
No one's gonna speak up. That's.
I mean, that's also part of the problem, right?
Here's what's gonna happen, right? We prolong this. We do it tomorrow. We do investigation, and he says, he says, letter of the law. You just waited a day to do it anyway.
No, I did the same thing when he had a PD gun. We let Mr. K go the first day, and we investigated further. He was cut loose when he had the PD gun the first day.
If we can get a little bit more out of him, because there's no way someone goes up and says, "Hey, do you want a gun?" Yeah, okay, here's the money.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to try, like I said, but if
pretty dumb here.
Thing's true. If we actually want to pursue an investigation and not,
we need more information. We absolutely need to press him more before we can cut him loose. Besides, go to G6 and find.
I'm just surprised that we can't pursue charges that are not related to the gun today, and I don't know how double. I'm confused about that part because to me,
I'll explain double jeopardy tomorrow during our one-on-one.
No, hold on. What Slacks is saying, you're talking about previous incidents, not separate charges from this current incident. Correct?
No, I'm saying we charge him for robbery of law enforcement. We charge him with the resisting and the evading and the joyriding, and then the gun charges is a separate day. That's what I'm saying.
We can't.
You can't do that.
We can't because the gun
processing the gun today.
Yeah.
Either we do everything today, or we do everything on the dock or a warrant.
I understand.
Half through the arrest that was this incident. That's why it would fall under double jeopardy. If we try to charge him for whatever he did today, and we don't charge him for the gun and the hot gun that was on him, the gun was found through today's incident and the crimes that he committed today, which led to the search. You see where it's coming from? That's why.
If he doesn't give us a name, I think we just charge him for everything here. If he wants to fuck around and say the most generic fucking thing that everyone looks like in the city,
I'm with bait.
No. He's fucking around because he thinks he can fuck around.
All right, that's what I said.
I'm
Get
gonna go
more
back to
information, or he's getting the charges.
Let me know how it goes.
Press some Slacks. You gotta just, we know you know more. Give us more, or you're gonna be looking at these charges. You gotta go in there and be the bad cop, Slacks.
All right, yeah, let's go talk to him. You and Duncan go in there.
Oh, the big man has arrived.
Mr. K.
Fat fucking lard.
Me?
Yeah, maybe we should eat some of those fruits next time.
Mr. K, why would you try and kidnap me? I told you I would speak at your pardon. Mr. K, I have been nothing but good to you, and I went out there and I'm hurt.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not. If you weren't so fucking fat, you could have moved a little faster.
I was just about to say, you know what, sir? We should just please don't shoot, and just, we got to go somewhere else because apparently the pencil's out of ink or some shit, or the pen's out of ink. Excuse me.
Yeah, ain't that a bitch, huh?
Yeah, it's unfortunate shit. I understand that for your situation.
Is what it is.
But how do you think I feel? That's what happens. That's life. And I thought you and I were friends. I told you I was gonna go speak at your pardon. I told you if you needed me, you just let me know.
Did I hurt you?
Yes.
No, I didn't. I didn't lay a single physical finger on you.
No, you did worse. You hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings, Mr. K.
Well, these guys ruined my life. And that's why I'm here. I'll be doing real estate, telemarketing, doing what I was doing, but that book burnt a long time ago.
No, I told you that I agreed with
I'm sure y'all seen the stories I be writing nowadays.
Wait, what stories?
I don't know. Ask your friends.
I've read the stories before.
God.
I'm a hell of a story writer.
Well, yeah.
And the stories always matter.
No,
when you just don't care.
No, I agree with you. I think the story matters. I know sometimes not caring can help with your story, but sometimes caring will help make a different story. Okay.
What you want from me, man? I'm fucked. So why care?
you gotta be honest with yourself. Not only did you try to kidnap me with, and take my equipment, take my gun, take
Oh,
this,
and I
take
fucking
that.
had you. You should consider yourself lucky. You should.
Well, I do. I mean, for my health anyway. I mean, why'd you do it with that damn gun that was used to shoot multiple people? I mean, this was like.
Well, that gun has a good story, don't it? You read that story?
Yeah, it did actually. To be honest, regardless, that's not the point.
Mr. K, can you recite the story to me about the gun?
Nah, I'm talking to Cornwood.
Cornwood, do you want to ask him about the story?
I mean,
Nah, because it's coming from you to Cornwood.
Let's see what Cornwood says.
Ask him about the story.
I can hear you, Slack.
I mean, I was going to, okay, but y'all are, just.
Why are you hiding behind the fucking window? I can literally hear you back there calling shots.
A new tactic.
It doesn't work if I can hear you.
Yeah, but you can't see me. I'm like John Cena.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Get the fuck in here. Get in here or I'm not talking anymore.
Well, the man behind the curtain.
I really hope that's not.
Yeah, new tactic, my ass.
Look, y'all, listen. We don't know that was Slacks because we can't see him. All right. Okay, well, Slacks.
So you guys don't voice ID now?
Sometimes.
I've been fucking tit ID.
Well,
Mazed ID.
Okay, and you think I haven't? Okay, you know how many times I've been? Oh, the big one ID'd.
There's only the two people that size, Taco and you. So 50-50 guess.
Yeah.
I still want to hear the story.
I do still want to hear the story. But
Well, I
shit,
mean, this story could be a lot of money. You got to cut me a deal. I mean, I can't just give away my story. You might make it into a movie.
Well, we can't. Shit, we can't just pay you money. We're broke.
Who said anything about money?
All right. What are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that in exchange for the truth, we can drop some charges.
What kind of charges?
Depending on how much charges you have today, right? So.
Well, let's begin the story. Let me hear.
Duncan, do you want to begin?
So the story I'd like to hear today is the story of a marriage, two lovers that took place.
What is he talking about?
6 days ago.
Oh, let Duncan cook.
A vehicle that had left the resort after the marriage. Two non-lovers were then brutally shot. Can you tell me about that story?
Well, first off, tell me all the stories. What's all the chapters?
Okay, so that's one story, of course, right? Have you promoted all the reports?
Yeah, but one of them was wrong. And what is it was the wrong number. What was the report number for the shooting?
I'm gonna read them all out. All right.
The sheriff. But
I'm ready.
I did not shoot the reporter.
3536, 3535, 3534, 3533.
Oh, I mean, let's focus on the big one right here, Mr. K.
Focus on the ones you guys
The
actually
marriage.
have
Let's go for the
properly done.
marriage one.
Friday, March 1st.
Oh, no. Guys, you got to tell me all the chapters here. That's not how this works.
I mean, you
Tell
know,
guys the
I want to
whole
hear the story
not
from
just
you.
one chapter.
I mean, to be fair, he's right. I mean, you can't just be okay. Tell the whole story, and then all of a sudden he's like, okay, well, I was born on October, whatever.
Yeah, run me through
of course.
the chapter 1 to chapter fucking 10.
I just don't know where I'm at right now because.
Oh my God, you're
hold on a
in
second,
Mission
word,
Row
Slacks.
PD, dumbass.
Hold on. Yeah, I think I am at Mission PD, but I'm having an episode.
What do you mean?
Oh no! Sometimes this thing gets slow as shit because a bunch of us are using it at the same time.
Man, you guys got shitty pencils, slow tablets. What's going on here?
Time's itself, Mr. K. We're going through it though. We're trying to make the best out of it. Duncan, which one is the most important one, and which one we should probably focus on here?
The marriage.
No. Are you deaf? I want to hear all the chapters first.
Like every other report, or every chapter from that.
Every
from
chapter.
Well, also, I mean, have y'all? Because I came in here late. Have y'all determined these are all things that he is likely involved in because of the gun, or what is the reason?
These are coming because the gun is hot too, right? That's where
No, your words were molten. You didn't say hot. You said molten.
Yeah.
No, Molten's probably a good one.
Yeah, molten level of hotness for sure.
So, are you gonna read off the chapters to me or what?
Walking in.
So, chapter 1.
Okay.
Shooting at the Dick Lovers.
Dick lovers. Okay.
I thought it was click lovers.
I said
Dick
what
lovers.
I said.
Okay. Next chapter.
Chapter 2. The shooting at South Shambles.
Where's that?
That's where 2 officers were ambushed, correct?
Ah.
Oh, this was a sanitation robbery. Sorry.
And where's
The
this
shooting? South
Shooting
Shambles.
found on San Shambles. That's like the east side of Los Santos by the Super Splash District.
The next chapter. Shots fired at Clinton Avenue. Also with including sanitation. The robbery.
Where was that at?
Clinton Avenue.
Near the 24/7.
Near the vault.
Okay.
And finally, the robbery at the hunting location. So those are the chapters. So finally, the love story is the final chapter.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and recite each of these?
Well, I mean, guys, I can't tell you the whole story until we have a deal on the table here. Now that we know the chapters, I mean, what chapters can we cut out the book?
I mean, most of these are criminal use of firearm, right? The most important one that happened was involving 2 counts of attempted murder of government employee being Dr. Cantor and Judge Jackson. I think that's the main focal point of this gun. If I could speak for Duncan.
What
here.
defines a government employee?
Dr. Judge.
Say this. If Big Boy here was off duty at the beach, relaxing, and I stabbed him in his neck, would that be a government official?
Yes. The only thing that doesn't, the only employee that doesn't
But you're not
apply to is a
acting at
lawyer.
the time as a government official. You're acting as Cornwood, the human being.
That's a good argument against it. However, the reason why you still are considered a government official, government employee, is because things that you do and things that are part of the job, that doesn't change who you are as a person, right?
Well,
So-
I mean, you don't make the law, so I mean, we need a proper interpretation of this.
I am bar certified. You know, I'm a state licensed bar certified attorney. Which, to be fair, lucky for you, maybe unlike what had happened in the past, I'm going to make sure here that things are done right and you're processed correctly. Okay, for better or for worse.
Thank you, Cletus. Thank you.
But yeah, I am state bar licensed.
Attempted murder is listed in the charge. It says law enforcement officers, EMS, doctor, judge, county clerk, PD tow, PD dispatch, and any current city council member.
So if I tell you guys the whole story, I don't want any stacking.
What does that mean exactly?
So you're saying they were all what charge? Similar charge?
So what constitutes a stack would be from incident to incident. So if there's a separate...
I'm going to tell you what I want, okay? We're talking deals here. So what's the charge, Slack?
So Duncan, if I'm not mistaken, the most of them are criminal use of firearm. The other ones are attempted murder, right? The one with the judge and the doctor is attempted murder. The rest of them are criminal use.
Cletus, you already have charges out for, or I have to kind of like figure this out right now as I read them.
Yeah, I mean, technically we're still figuring it out because it's so much shit at once.
Yeah, so much shit. There's one of them. Investigators have been so kind as to leave recommendations. So one of them is going to be the dick lover one is going to be 2 times attempted second degree.
What I'm telling you is I don't want no multiplication. I don't like math.
Okay.
Well, if you shot 2 people, you're going to get 2 charges.
Well, but I can't tell you the story.
Well, hold on. Okay, we're doing the Cornwood method of law enforcement here. Okay, which is give them the whole menu. You say exactly based on what we talk about what your charges would be to a T. You know, no bullshit.
That's what I'm asking for you guys.
Yeah, no, none of that.
If I tell you the complete story, what can I get off the menu?
And then that's what we figure out from there. I think that's only fair.
My question is, Mr. K, because one of these is probably the most expensive and most egregious one. Do you exactly care about the criminal use ones? Like, are you gonna, lose sleep over it?
Give me the total breakdown here. What's the charges, top to bottom?
We can either sit here and figure it out, or we can leave. Give them a moment, then we can figure it out there.
Oh, we can all stay here. Just tell me what the menu is.
You want me to read it out for you, Slacks?
Yeah, let me know what you think.
You want to read it out loud?
Wait, hold on. How are y'all doing this if the first one's not even right?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 times criminal use of a firearm.
Whether they give it to me or not,
even more
at least they're
feasible.
entertaining it.
2 times attempted murder of a government employee. 2 times attempted second-degree murder. 1 times robbery of a law enforcement officer. 1 times criminal possession of a firearm class 1. 1 times joyriding. 1 times evading.
And then 1 time criminal possession of government issued equipment being the spike strips on you.
What's the total time and fine?
Wait.
When you refresh it with the added
okay,
spike
hold on.
strips.
Please. I'm not trying to get frustrated here. I want to make sure, because the initial incident, the thing that happened today, didn't have the charges right, and I don't want any bullshit. And we go through this, and it gets complicated.
We're looking at a completely different report.
I know
right
that. I know that. But in the initial report, the charges were not right. So I just don't want to have a situation where guy ends up getting overcharged or undercharged. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So take a look at the report. You let me know what is missing, what is right, what is wrong, and we can go through it. Shit, I'm having a hard time going through my pockets.
Okay, so in the initial report, there's a reckless evade, kidnapping of a government employee, robbery of a law enforcement officer, and criminal possession of a government-issued firearm.
An incident 3533, right?
Yes. I wouldn't add a joyride or anything on top of that. Yes, he stole the car. However, I would consider that as part of the robbery. I would consider that a stack, So, because he's robbing me of that shit, including my keys.
I was never found with any of your police equipment. I didn't have it.
You got a spike strip.
That wasn't his.
It's still government issued equipment.
You still robbed Cletus, right? He took his phone off him too as well?
He put it in the glove box.
Well, but here's the thing.
Phone was found on you.
The phone was found.
Oh, phone's illegal?
Well, I mean, it's my phone. Shit.
Is it though?
Did you look at my text with Slacks?
So hold on. I'm going to go ahead and read the charge and I'll explain every single one. Well, not every single one. Some of them are just going to be for the other charges, but I'll explain the ones that are probably up for contention. Are these charges good for me to read out? Slacks.
Double check with Cletus.
I think these are good to go, yes.
All right, ready?
Yep, should be good now.
4 times criminal use of a firearm. These are from the hot gun charges. 2 times attempted murder of a government employee. This is for the marriage shooting. 2 times attempted second-degree murder. This is for one of the shootings from the hot guns. Now here comes the today's stuff. Robbery of a law enforcement officer because you robbed Cletus. Possession of a class 1 firearm because you were found in possession of this firearm. Evading because you evaded from police. Resisting arrest because you fled on foot into the river and wouldn't turn yourself in. And then criminal possession of government issued equipment because you had the spike strips on you.
Got total time and fine?
1,777 months. 54,800 federal minutes. Thank you, Slacks. $54,830 and 2 points on your driver's license.
Okay, and what can we take off the menu?
Is this everything from every report?
Yes.
Because if we do this and we want to apply all the shit, then we cannot go back and add more shit on here after the fact related to these incidents. At that point, it'll be double jeopardy.
Oh, I'm going to want it all on paper.
Slacks, you're going to be able to go into the old reports and add each individual charges for each report?
Correct. Now, looking at everything, and this is my proposal, y'all, Duncan and Cletus can tell me otherwise.
Oh, wait, I don't think this is right. There's no kidnap.
Kidnapping is part of law enforcement officer. It's one umbrella charge. If you read the whole thing, it covers the robbery and the kidnapping of the officer.
So take all the robbery shit off?
No, there's one count. So there's robbery of law enforcement. That's one covers kidnapping and robbery. So if you kidnap an officer, Mr. K, and rob him...
Well, if it kidnaps robbery, shouldn't it cover possession?
Oh, no, look at this. It's, okay.
Well, it is covering possession. You're only getting hit with the possession of that 1911, not in the PD equipment.
Why do you say PD equipment then?
So the spike strips, did that come from Cletus?
No, it did not.
It was unless
it was already in my glove box, which I don't believe it was.
It was in his trunk.
I don't do that. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. I did not put a spike strip in my trunk. I don't do that.
If that truly is, then we can drop the government possession issued equipment charge.
Okay, drop that one.
Because
now you're confusing the shit out of me. Hold on.
I mean, Cletus, you want to work with me or not? Because now I don't want to tell the story.
I am trying to work with you, but I'm just...
Any individual unlawfully imprisons or kidnaps a law enforcement or steals government equipment or weapons in the process.
Yeah.
It's one charge.
So just hit me with that.
No, you don't. That's not how it works, Slacks.
Cletus, it's written in the penal code. What are you talking about?
Don't talk to your superior like that.
I don't want to do no bullshit.
I would hate to see you get fired again. Just respect your superior.
It's not going to happen. The mayor will say no.
I am doing what I'm trying to do here is I want to make sure to a T everything is done 1,000% correctly by the law. Yes, we have officer discretion and all that other shit. Absolutely. But I need to make sure that the whole menu is done correctly, because what ends up happening, I've got to finish this because it's very important, and it's very important for the health of the economy and the justice system in this city, is that we go to Mr. K and we make sure that every law, every charge, everything is applied correctly, and then we can work it down from there.
So you think you're better than Slacks?
No, he's just trying to
you don't think his judgment is right?
Well,
yeah, better judgment.
I'm a bar license attorney.
Okay, so you're saying you're smarter than him.
Technically, when it comes to law, yes, he's got a license, so technically speaking, he does. But I'm just reading the penal code, and I do believe that the charge is appropriate for what happened today. So let me know.
I agree as well.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure it's right, because I don't want to tell Mr. K something incorrect here. The charge says this or the charge says that, and then we are wrong later on down the road. Well, what about that one time that this meant that? That is what I'm trying to avoid.
To snowball.
I don't want things snowballing. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I'm right there with you. That's why I'm going off the penal code. I'm just charging what is appropriate for what happened today.
Like Slack said, boom, hit that with the umbrella charge. Clean that up a little bit.
But robbery of a law enforcement officer and criminal possession of a government firearm, it is not.
I didn't have a firearm.
No, he was never found with a firearm. He was found with a 1911 firearm.
We recovered the firearm.
I left it all in the car. Must have washed out. It was never in my possession.
We recovered it, and
not on me.
If Mr. Kidd was found with it, then yes, I would. The same way as how
I break it to him?
Guns are almost unbeatable to beat when he got them, because
do I break it to him?
This is not the law, right?
Mm-hmm. Letter of the law.
So if he was found with a gun, then we charge him with robbery of a law enforcement officer and a gun.
Okay, so we recovered everything. And we got a DNA hit on it. So yes, you saw that somebody else had my gun other than me, and it was fresh. So meaning somebody else had my gun, technically. So what you would do in this situation? I mean, do we have? We don't. We actually. Here's the thing. We don't have his DNA on file. We don't have his DNA on file. However, you would now subpoena the DNA technically. Do we know where did she find it? I think it was Frost.
Frost? I don't know.
So you guys don't even know where it was found?
The river. I don't know. She found it.
Upstream,
found it in
downstream?
river. Probably downstream from the cop car.
Downstream from the cop car. Yep. Washed on out of the glove box.
I mean, you'd have to ask Frost.
I mean, any DNA on there is surely washed away. So, I mean, let's just do what Slack said. We'll do an umbrella charge and wipe all that off. I mean, we're trying to work out a deal here. It seems like you're trying to not work out a deal. So
no, what I'm trying to do is make sure that everything is applied correctly, and then we work it down from there.
Well, that's what we're doing, working it down.
I know, but here's what I don't want, Mr. K. Okay, I'm hurt. Okay, I may be hurt by the way that I feel right now personally. Potentially.
Well, that's a conflict of interest, and you shouldn't be here.
However, I don't want a situation where, regardless,
I'm going to request Cornwood leaves. This is a conflict of interest. He's acting based off emotions. He was too highly involved in the situation to make judgment calls.
Are you sure you want me to do that?
Right now, it seems like he's working against you.
Well, he's not working against you. He's trying his best to be fair about the process. That's
I'm trying to help him.
Is that correct, Cletus?
I'm trying to make sure he's not given incorrect information, which causes a bigger problem for him down the road or for anybody, truthfully. Because you know how I operate. I got my own code of ethics. I just need to make sure everything is applied properly. And then at that point, we use officer discretion. But if we tell him something or we lead him to believe that something is done in a different way in which it's actually done, then he is now not going to have that information for the law, and he is going to do something on accident that he shouldn't do, and he's going to get a worse charge down the road. That is why I do things this way. I'm very, very, I know I'm being a little stingy here. Regardless of whether or not he's a criminal, that does not matter to me. It is important to me that it's treated just and proper.
What you're saying is correct. Mr. K did rob the gun. Mr. K had the gun at one point in his possession. How else would you rob him, right? However,
no, I had him put him into the glove box.
Cletus, you were there. What happened?
He put him in the glove box, and then they were taken out.
If K was found with the guns after we shot him, then he would have got 2 charges: robbery of law enforcement officer and the possession of the gun. The guns were not in his possession, so we cannot charge him with them. That's why the charge works that way, and that's how it was explained to me when it was.
Everything was left in the car. I didn't keep it on my person
because it covers.
I don't know how the gun ended up
weapons. The gun could have flooded through the car, or K did drop it in the river. I'm just talking in front of him because I'm trying to be...
hold on. I misspoke. I threw... What did you ask me to throw on the ground? I threw the gun on the ground, and what else? The radio, right?
Don't know.
I believe I threw the gun and the radio on the ground, and I believe
enough.
I believe I placed my taser in the glove box with taser cartridges.
Or was it your gun? Was it the taser you threw?
No, it was definitely gun first, because you said gun first.
And where'd you throw it?
Directly behind
the car, in the trunk, where the spike strips were.
I never put spike strips in my trunk.
Well, a lot of people probably use that.
No, actually, that's my personal vehicle.
Can you recall everything that was in your car?
I believe in the glove box there was a Group 6 pallet that was recovered.
Why is that in your glove box?
I don't know. I was surprised that it was able to get there so low, or so.
Well, I mean that's
so small.
Kind of illegal.
That's a big ass glove box, ain't it?
That's illegal to have.
No.
Yeah.
It's part of an ongoing investigation. No, it's not.
Then it should be in the evidence locker and not in your glove box.
Not if I haven't had a chance to put it in there yet.
Well, I mean, you clearly had the chance. Where'd you get that pallet? From my looks, it looked pretty worn out, like it's been there for a while.
It wasn't.
What else was in that glove box?
And here's the thing, it doesn't matter if it's worn out or not, because it could be out there on the ground.
Well, I just want to make sure you're not driving around with evidence in your car when it should be in an evidence locker. I just want to make sure you're doing everything correct. I don't want you going out there and doing the wrong procedure and getting in trouble for it. Just because you think it's right,
No, you're just making shit up.
No, I mean, Slacks, if evidence is evidence, it should be in the evidence locker at the PD, no? You shouldn't be driving around with it.
Sure,
yeah, evidence,
hold on.
It should be bagged and tagged for sure.
Sure, but it's some shit. If I find some shit on the ground.
Oh, so now it's just some shit you found. I thought.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it's some shit that we found on the ground.
Slacks, we may have to look into this one.
We'll investigate it. But Mr. K, luckily we're here for you, not Cletus. Okay, so we need to figure out your story.
It's all tied in, right? So what else was in this glove box?
There wasn't any PD equipment because I never put PD equipment in the glove box. Look, No, because I have a blood sample on me. I don't remember, but I do. Yeah, sure.
So if you don't remember, was it in your car? How can you know?
Because I can remember what I put there an hour ago versus what.
You can't remember the 2 condoms that were in your car as well?
Okay, hold on. Now those were not mine. I did not put those in there.
So there were. See, Slacks, you get what I'm saying?
Hold on, I did not put. Hold on, those are not my condoms. Okay, those are not mine. You know what that was from? Actually,
condoms and money pallets were in this guy's car as well. So I don't know what he's doing.
No,
what kind of
listen, Santa Claus. No, I'm remembering. Santa Claus gave those to me to put on my feet if I go in the sewers. The point here is I want to make sure.
Well, no, the point is you're not properly handling evidence, and this is a big issue.
I'll speak with Cletus about that afterwards. That is a problem that we'll deal with within. Like I said to you, I will drop that government issue in charge. You're still going to get the robbery law enforcement charge, though.
Okay. It's an umbrella charge, right?
Correct, because it covers the act of stealing and taking the weapons.
Right. You got that, Cornwood?
That's not what happened. See, now you're starting to piss me off.
Yeah,
I'm literally trying to make sure. Oh, it's not an umbrella charge like that.
Cletus, you said he robbed you and took your keys as well. I mean, you've told me this. So is a robbery law enforcement officer that happened here?
Yeah, but if he had the gun, Slacks.
If I rob you...
Okay, let's go talk outside.
Okay.
Whoa, I mean, we can all...
No, we're going to go talk outside. Okay, you got to understand.
Upper massacre, upper massacre, upper massacre,
they take this shit.
Upper massacre,
They take this shit and then they turn it into something else just however long later. You don't have to charge him with all the charges. You're wrong here. I'm trying to...
Wait, how am I wrong, though? Explain that part to me.
We literally have the DNA on the gun. We could literally...
What does that prove? What does that prove? He stole the guns. We're charging him with the act of taking and stealing the weapons. What is you trying to say?
That he had possession of it. Can't make people think that they can't get charged for this shit whenever they very clearly can. Because then what ends up happening, they end up taking that information and then they have something down the road that is applied, and then they were like, well, how come I didn't get charged here? Or how come I didn't get this?
So what would you like to charge him with? Because robbery covers the acting of taking the guns and stealing them. It's a robbery. What happens? When I rob you, what happens?
You possess the gun.
Yeah, you...
Did he have the gun on him when we caught him?
No, he did not. However, we have a fresh hit of DNA that states that somebody else had the gun. He was the person who kidnapped me. It's not rocket science. It's math. It's literally it's like, it's not even algebra. This is kindergarten math.
So you're arguing another person was involved?
No, him. There's 2 people. It's me and him. You would subpoena his DNA.
No, I have his DNA. We took his DNA.
Okay, so what is it? Read it to me.
Add it to the database right now so you can see it.
There is no evidence of him having it, then yes, you're right. We can't just say that he has it. We do have the evidence that he has it. So what I'm saying is we need to let him know that in good faith, that we're being 100% honest.
So you want to put possession charge on the table?
I want to put everything on the table so that he knows and he's made aware, and then from there we break it down. Because if he's not ever made aware, and this is a big issue in how we press charges here, we have to show him everything.
Why are we being lenient with someone that has continued to lie and not work with us?
Almost 2,000 federal time in the penitentiary. It's just we're trying to work out a deal with the hot guns because if he tries to fight every single charge, if he tries to battle every single fact for us, there's gonna be a lot of paperwork and headaches we have to deal with. So we're trying to take everything that happened and make the best out of it right now.
Burden of proof. He has to be the one that proves it.
If he goes to court, he's gonna win. That's what I'm saying. That's why the robbery charge.
How? He's not gonna win. He's in possession of the weapon that was used.
How do you prove that?
He was holding it.
Check that. What? So if I go and you look at his DNA.
Okay.
I'll literally...
You found the guns in the river, right?
No, the gun was found on him. The hot gun was found on him.
So I don't have his
PD
DNA.
gun. We're talking about his PD gun.
What is it? What is his DNA?
You ready for it? It's gonna be 415.
Correct. So yes, he was in possession of the PD Glock. So we can't lie to him or mislead him when we have information that says otherwise. I don't think we are doing justice.
So a couple of things, Mr. K, and this is coming from Cletus, and I'm making sure we're on the same page. He wants you to know that there was DNA found on the guns and the things that were left inside the river.
Okay, and
those do come back to you.
He said himself he threw the gun, and I picked it up and placed it in his car. Some was in the glove box, some were just on seats, some was in the trunk. Just tossed it in the car, and then I crashed the car in the water, and it must have floated out. I was never trying to rob him or anything of the sorts. Just make sure he doesn't do his signature move.
What, the corn roll?
The corn roll, exactly.
Yeah, okay. All right, so now we're down to, we dropped the joyriding, we dropped the government-issued equipment, and we're hitting with the robbery law enforcement. Now, there's still 4 counts of criminal use of firearm, 2 counts of attempt to murder a government employee, and 2 counts of attempt to murder in second degree.
Wait, what is the 2 attempted murders of a government employee and the other?
Yeah, those are coming back from the hot gun. One being the Dick Lovers that happened where 2 people were shot, and then the other one is where Dr. Cantor and Judge Jackson were shot.
Let's drop everything except for the judge situation. I mean, that's the big one you guys wanted anyway.
So you'd plead guilty to robbery of law enforcement officer, criminal possession of class 1, evading, resisting, attempt to murder of a government employee ×2, and you would want the 2 counts of attempted second degree murder dropped.
What is evading and that stuff have to... I said only the charges for the judge situation.
Come again, I don't understand what you're saying right now.
What's the charges from that quote-unquote judge situation?
That will be attempt to murder of a government employee ×2.
And what are the time and fine on that?
45 months and a fine of $2,200.
×2.
×2, correct.
So 90 months, whatever.
And a fine of $4,400, yeah.
So where is this fucking 1,000 shit coming from?
The 10 grand is coming from the robbery of law enforcement.
No, the time. You guys said 1,000 fucking minutes.
Yeah, it's from the robbery of a law enforcement.
It's 1440.
And how did I rob him if I didn't keep any of his stuff?
Like I explained to you, the act of you holding up a police officer, kidnapping them, and then removing the weapons.
Not robbery.
Covers unlawful imprisonment.
He owns the car,
robbery.
right?
That's his personal vehicle, yes.
And if you pull someone over and they have things in their car, that's their possession, right? If they have weed in their car and you pull them over and it's not on their person, they still get possession of marijuana, no? So technically everything was still in his possession.
You removed his gear and placed it inside the glove box.
It's still in his possession.
But it wasn't his possession.
By the way, if I may interject, you held up Cornwood, and the resulting of all this action was you being in possession of his phone that was taken off of him during this robbery. Therefore, that would constitute robbery.
That is also correct.
Okay, that's a crazy charge, if you ask me.
Okay, well, listen, Judge Gatsby, by the way, said that I was right, and it's a textbook possession charge. I just want to make that clear, and also it's not.
Okay, I just want to make it clear he's not properly handling evidence, and he's just keeping it in his car, and he's being sloppy with it.
Wait, so Judge Gatsby said that Kane should be charged with the government possession of firearm?
No, I didn't say who it was. I gave her a hypothetical. I explained the situation, and she said it's not.
Classic Gatsby.
It is not a stack, and it's not.
You really knew which judge to call, huh? Well, I would like to see this officer punished for not properly handling evidence, and he's also
he was getting an opinion as far as what's going on.
You know what? Y'all can do this, and then 2 months from now, maybe there's gonna be some bullshit that happens. And
Cletus, no. Okay. What are you saying right now? Okay?
I'm trying to help. Okay, I'm trying to make.
Helping. You can twist it in any way to say you're helping, but you're not. You're not helping.
Okay, you can think I'm not helping, but I'm literally making sure that everything is applied correctly based on the information that we have. Because what ends up happening here
I understand. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You think you're helping me, but really, you're just helping yourself.
I'm not. I don't give a damn.
Adding more charges does not help me.
I do not give a damn.
He's trying to tell you how things would be, and the charge would be on the table.
I understand what he's saying. He's saying, I don't want to think that this is okay. So then I'm gonna go around robbing cops. And then when I get hit with this charge, I'm like, wait, but this other time I didn't. Motherfucker, I ain't stupid.
I understand that, but he's trying to lay everything on the table so you understand what is it you're looking at. So in the future, if anything happens, you understand where we came from.
This is so annoying because they don't understand.
Right, I'm trying to
Am I wrong?
To make sure we're on the same page as far as what he's coming from. We're not trying to hit you with the
I'm not gonna be going around looking for loopholes. I can't get charged with this.
I'm trying to make sure.
And I put this stuff here. Wasn't on me.
I'm not trying to overcharge the guy. I'm not trying because what happens is other police officers see this and then they don't know. They don't know how to press charges correctly now because now there's this. If we have all the shit, actually, Captain Slacks, can I just talk to you real quick? Just one.
No, we should talk. This is a learn lesson for everybody. I mean, everybody's heard everything. Just say what you have to say. Forget I'm a captain right now. We're trying to pursue after a suspect.
This is my goal because of what I've seen in the city and what I've heard has happened after I left, especially after being a lawyer for a week. That every charge and everything that we do is pushed properly. Inconsistency in how the justice system is applied to each situation. There is officer discretion and all that shit, whatever. But if we have information and if we have shit going on, we should not be in a situation where we don't apply all that and even tell the suspect, hey, this is why this is this. You also have another situation where other officers will see charges not being applied correctly, and then it confuses them, and then it causes a snowball effect of cadets that ask them for questions when they come in, new recruits, whatever. You're just not doing shit right. Now, I think
then charge him with the possession of government firearm then.
Right. Because this is like a dead to rights textbook charge. So
right, but do not say the judge's name in front of a suspect.
I actually screwed up, and I shouldn't. Oh,
did you forget to eat, Slack?
I only gave him 1 chips. Hold on, I'm trained.
Like I said, if you want to pursue that charge, I'm all for it. Based on the circumstances of everything's going on, I do think that kid can fight this and win. That's just my opinion. If we found it in a bush in front of him, sure, we can argue that, right? But since his argument is in the car and the car washed away,
I don't know.
It was in the water, right?
I mean, I don't know.
That it washed away in the water. That's what he's claiming.
I don't know where it was picked because I couldn't even see it where you were saying it's.
We got Frost right here who saw what happened, right?
Right.
Yep, it was right where he dropped it in the water, like right where he.
You saw him drop it?
Escaped. I mean, that's where he escaped.
Right,
he was in the water, so I couldn't really.
I understand it, but you witnessed him go through his pockets and drop shit into them. I mean, we can place that charge on the table and see if we can get some information out of him. We can say, hey, okay, you're taking everything else. We'll drop that charge for a guilty plea. How about that? Or is that too much?
You want to remove that charge for a guilty plea? Just that one.
I mean, he's already looking at so much time. You're looking at a 1727 federal time and a fine of 52,000, right? And if you get a guilty plea, that is huge.
But didn't Cornwood say it was verified?
I'm not disagreeing with you. Let's go back in there and tell them how it is and put it down on the table and say, hey, this is something that we discussed. But personally speaking, I don't feel comfortable pursuing this charge.
For a guilty plea to everything, Cornwood, would you be okay to remove the charge for the possession?
I need him to know exactly why this charge stands in our book.
He knows why, by the way, but we can explain that to him exactly what you're talking about. Because I sat there and I explained it to him multiple times, and he said, I'm not fucking dumb.
Okay, well, then how come he said it's not a charge?
Let me tell Mr. K, okay? Hey, Mr. K, give us a second. Slacks has to take a nap. Just so I can understand, the charge you guys are not sure to push on him is the robbery of a law enforcement, right?
To be completely honest with you, too, I stopped paying attention like an hour ago. Slacks and Cletus started out.
It's government equipment and/or weapons in the process. Yeah, he is guilty. He stole his vehicle. He is guilty for robbery of law enforcement. That's right.
I think it's the possession of the Glock that was discarded.
Slacks, isn't a police cruiser a government equipment?
It is.
Well,
so
here you go. He is guilty.
He gets both. Slack.
It's government equipment and/or.
Okay, I just want to reiterate something. I don't think you're a bad guy. I just think you made some bad moves.
Okay.
It hurts when I hear I don't care because everyone is available to get reformed. Everyone is available to get better. Just because you go down the wrong path doesn't mean later that path won't reopen for you.
Yeah, besides the fact I got to pay $500,000 for expungement. Doesn't seem like they really want you guys to turn your life around now, does it? If I want to pay that, all I got to do is play Euro Truck Simulator for 12 fucking days straight.
Talking about Group 6 or Gone? Yeah, I mean, there's some folks that make more money than we do, Mr. K, and I sacrifice my life every single day on the line, right? Now, Mr. K, we did have a further discussion, and like I said, there is enough probable cause to pursue the possession charge of the gun, of the PD gun. We don't feel comfortable pursuing it today, and we want to focus on the deal we had today. But you were telling us a story that never really finished.
A story that would never be finished.
No, that you never finished. Part of this deal, you tell us the story.
Yeah, but what's the deal? You guys literally, you've been doing the opposite of trying to give me a deal. You've been just adding shit on.
We removed some really heavy charges, including the government possession of firearms. So that one being the biggest one. So what are we at right now? We're looking at 4 counts of criminal use of firearm, 2 counts of attempted murder of government employee, 2 counts of attempted murder in second degree, 1 count of robbery of law enforcement, 1 count of criminal possession class 1, evading and resisting arrest. After dropping the joyriding.
And the robbery charge is a fucking 1,000 minutes?
1440, yes.
Jesus Christ. And you won't drop that one?
No, because that's what happened today. It's designed that way to make sure you don't rob the police officer and use the gun.
No, it's designed that way just to protect you guys.
Well, of course. I mean, that's part of it as well. The thought process in there to make sure that.
I mean, your job literally says protect and serve. So why do you need some times just to protect you? It's part of your job.
Well, that might be a good argument, but there's only a few of us and so many of them out there.
That's a lie. There's plenty of you.
Well, sometimes it doesn't feel enough, Mr. K. There's so much crime that happens out there.
You're right. I definitely did get chased by 5 Chargers, 3 CPIs, and a bike at some point. Definitely not enough.
Well, that one is because it's an emergency, an urgent situation involving an officer being, kidnapped.
Well, you don't know what situation I'm talking about. It could be hypothetical. And no, it hypothetically didn't involve any officers. So from my side here, like I said before, the cards are always against us. And I got to figure out how to make the cards in my favor.
Well, you might believe that.
No, that is the truth. 100% that's the truth. I mean, look at this. We have a fucking charge that's 1,400 fucking minutes.
Yeah, for folks that break the law.
Other than breaking the law, what do you want me to do with my time? Please tell me.
I want you to do what you're planning on doing, the real estate
I can't.
stuff. That dream is not dead.
It is. I can't. Even with the pardon, I can't. They did the DOJ and council did not facilitate any of my businesses. They did the opposite. They shut it down.
And why is that?
I don't fucking know. I can't. If I wanted to even I can't do group 6. I'm a felon. I can't work any of those other jobs. If you even take one single package from any of those, you get fired for life. You get forced. I don't think you guys understand how this works. You get forced into a life of crime.
Mr. K, I would imagine more jobs are coming. Hell, I'm trying to get a new job right now coming to the city. Parking enforcement, low-level entry before a police officer. You drive around a car. You write citation for people parking illegal, or you place the boot clamp on somebody, or call for tow and get that tow, and you get people citations for parking illegally. So we're trying to get new jobs into the state that are low-level entry that everybody could do, that don't require a heavy amount of experience, and that could be something on your resume that you could use to pursue other jobs and careers in Los Santos.
Man, that sounds great.
So
I'm excited just thinking about it.
I'm speaking on my behalf as far as what I'm trying to do, because I do understand how you feel as far as jobs, and you're not the only person that complains about them as far as I don't have much to do, or my options are limited.
I'm fired from everything. All I could do is probably senior buns and, well, sanitation. But the problem is, you do sanitation, trust me, it gets even deeper. So if you do sanitation and you built up a good repertoire with one of the other bosses in the city, well, they no longer want to fuck with you, because now apparently you're too dirty for doing sanitation. And if you're doing sanitation and you got some repertoire with that guy, well, all of a sudden they don't want to fuck with you. And if you do something else, all of a sudden the sanitation guy don't want to fuck with you. So really, yeah. Like I said, the cards are against you.
I see. So what you're saying, you should have a group of people, which each person working a certain job, and you bring them all together in one place.
What?
Anyways,
so you want people to form.
That's all I'm saying.
That's literally what you just said.
I'm speaking out loud as far as what you said.
Right. So that's the only option, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not telling you to make a criminal syndicate, Mr. K.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe you have a little more sympathy. Not everyone's such a bad guy. Maybe they're just forced into this.
We're trying to meet you halfway regarding the information you give us today.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't want to be in jail for more than a day. So if we can't work down below that, then there is no story. So let's start there.
Well, I mean, you've been here for a while. You've been here for what? Almost 2 hours now, it feels like. And if you do plead guilty, we can definitely take some time off. I can take down the 727 down to 1300. Time served for everything, being here for a while, us trying to figure out the charges and everything. I'll take off.
I want that robbery charge gone. I want kidnapping of a government official.
The act you did, you're removing his weapons. You took his phone,
rob
his keys,
him.
but it was taken off of him. Cletus wasn't in the car. He was left behind at the sheriff's office.
Yeah, because the cops came, and then I ditched the car.
Right, and that's why we're saying, hey, you attempted to rob the police officer. You robbed him of his phone.
My intention was never to rob him. My intentions were to kidnap him.
And do what?
Well, like I said, we work out a deal. We could talk about some stories here.
And I am trying to work out a deal with you here, Mr. K. I feel like we've shaved off more than enough, if you ask me. And I've yet to hear the story you're talking about.
We didn't shave off anything. We literally have shaved off nothing.
I explained to you the charge that...
Not a single charge has been shaved off.
That is not true.
What have you shaved off?
The joyriding, the position of the...
Joyriding, what is that, 5 fucking minutes?
7.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks, man. I said, put your stuff in the glove box.
Okay, then how would your DNA end up on the guns?
It didn't.
Well, I'm telling you otherwise.
Like you said, that shit was in the fucking rapids.
Yeah, it was. And that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I believe you robbed his weapons. However, you did not hold on to them. You either left them in the car or threw them in the river.
I left them in the car.
That is only 2 plausible solutions that happen here today, right? And that's why I don't want to pursue the charge of possession, because I believe
and the only
you robbed
reason
them and left them.
My DNA is on one of them, apparently, is because he fucking threw it on the ground and I tossed it into the car. Because I didn't want to get accused of stealing any of his fucking shit.
Right, but the act of taking them from Cletus and driving away from the cops...
I didn't take them from him.
Yes, you did, though, Mr.
No,
K.
I didn't.
If
No,
you
I
held
didn't.
him up,
No, I didn't.
If you held him up,
If I
you held him up,
well,
and
define taking him off him, I would have to physically put my hand in his pocket and take it, right?
using threat of force,
So
removing
what if
off
he
him.
threw it, and I just picked it up and put it in his car?
I mean, there's no
I
what
didn't
if he
take
was
it
there.
off when he
Cletus,
threw
can you
it.
hear us? Please, can you give us the play-by-play? Fill us in.
I didn't go into his pockets myself and take anything. Everything that was out of his pockets was stuff he took out of his own.
Your argument is I tried to disarm him, Your Honor. I didn't try to rob him.
I didn't physically take anything off his person. He physically took stuff off his own person.
Well, I'm telling you what transpired, Mr. K, as far as
I did
what I got
not
from
rummage
officer.
through his pockets or anything like that.
Right, but how did the DNA gun on the guns and...
I just
you
told
see how
you.
this...
He tossed it on the ground, and then I tossed it into the car. It was sitting on one of the seats.
Well, apparently people can hear me in the motor pool. I mean, Mr. K, I'm more than happy to go to court for this if you like. I'm more than happy to appeal it.
Well, see, you're not trying to work with me.
I am trying... What are you saying right now? I'm trying to work with you
If anything, I
every
returned his
step of the way.
possessions. If anything, he was littering.
You're lucky you're not getting government position to firearm. That would have been another 1 day and a fat fine.
You're lucky
right?
I'm even talking to you.
How am I lucky? Okay, I'm trying to help.
Because you'll
You're the
never
one looking at
have
charges.
any of these stories answered, and you know it.
The stories involving the hot gun and the robbers?
Maybe I have info, maybe I don't. That all depends.
It would be $398 federal time and a fine of $47,330.
And what's the big fines coming from? Which charges?
The big fine are coming from obviously the criminal use. That's $5,000 each. There's 4 of those. Attempted murder being $2,200. Criminal possession of firearm, class 1. The licensed gun, that's a fine of $15,000 by itself.
I just want to drop the robbery charge, change it to kidnapping, and the criminal uses. That's
All right,
it.
let me go talk to my officers. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, Mr. K.
You do
but-
that, we'll have a great story time.
All right, we'll see. Y'all heard what he wants. I don't think that I can provide that for him today.
No.
I think you'll have to go to court
it's
and
robbery.
decide it.
No.
Appeal it.
It
Yeah.
is robbery. He had a gun to his head and forced him. Yes, he didn't physically take it off of Cornwood.
It's still
but
a
he
robbery.
Still made him do it. It's robbery.
That is robbery.
Even if he claims that he wanted to kidnap him, that doesn't matter. He still did a robbery. He also left Cornwood, didn't give him back anything. He kept everything, even if it's in the car. It's still constructive
He
possession.
also still kept his phone on him. If we did not catch him,
The
then
phone, yeah, the phone one just seals the deal for me, honestly. I mean, how do you even argue that part, right?
There you
what, you
go.
plan on giving it back later? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell Kay that that's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna be very happy. He's not gonna work with us, but I mean, he's more than welcome to appeal it.
Oh, I think I had to take.
Yeah, I appreciate guys. Healthy debates. That's good. Hey, Dakota.
Why is there so many?
Interrogation
We're
with Mr.
here
K.
to see you.
Oh,
Yeah, Mr. K getting big charges, huge charges.
what's he getting?
1,727 minutes and 52K fine.
Wait, did you say 1,700?
Yes.
Yeah, in 27 minutes. He robbed Cornwood.
Oh.
And he had a hot gun on him, going back to 7 reports. Or 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, one coming back to take a guess. Judge Jackson and Dr. Cantor.
By the way, did you hear him? He said he did say earlier, Jackson, what a shitty ass fucking judge. Blah,
Yeah, he's
blah,
got
blah,
motives for sure. That one.
That's
like
motive
I said,
right there.
He gave us more motives to believe that he would do something like that versus somebody else.
So, Cornwood, what happened? He held you up at gunpoint?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's
Did he steal anything off you?
Yeah, he asked me to throw my gun and throw something else. I think it was my phone. I can't remember. He asked me the gun and something else.
Yeah, I'm
I think
for-
the taser and something else in the glove box.
I want to be free.
Oh, he asked me to
Yeah,
do my
just
radio.
something-
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. We had a DNA hit. Whenever they picked him up, they got a DNA hit. Whenever they picked him up, he didn't have the gun on him. He didn't have my stuff on him. He did have my phone on him, however.
Wait, DNA hit on what?
We got a DNA hit on the gun. So,
Okay, that's easy.
Right. What I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to make sure all the charges are correct. Now, we don't have to press all the charges because I don't even know why he tried to kidnap me with that gun on him. I mean, everything that lines up, this is over $500,000 in charges. And look, I'm not saying we got to press everything. What I'm saying is we need to tell him properly why he's getting every single charge to the best of our ability, just to make sure we're doing things right, and then we can use our discretion at that point to drop him down.
Is Slacks listening?
Yes, please. You want to do that? You want to go inside and explain to him? Because I thought I explained every charge like 3 times. I felt like I was a broken clock at that point.
Why is he getting criminal possession of Class 1 if he had Cornwood's firearm?
He never did. He
did have a Class 1 firearm.
Oh wait, so you didn't even have it on gun? I misread this shit. I thought this was.
What did you get a DNA hit on then, Cornwood?
The PD Glock. Mine.
Whose DNA was on it?
It's his.
Why would he not be charged with possession of it if his DNA is on it?
Exactly. That was my point. I'm just trying to make sure we're doing everything correctly, and we can talk about shit after the fact, and then we can work a deal out.
So you want to go charge him with it then?
I want to make sure that everything is properly proposed to him, and make sure that everything's legal, and then we can work it down from there.
Jesus, this is a lot of charges. Holy.
I just explained to him he's lucky he's not getting the charge. I mean, like I tried to explain that. Maybe I'm not doing a good job. Maybe somebody else wants to go inside and explain that to him. But I told him that he's lucky today. He will be looking at 2 days in the penitentiary minimum right now, right? And a fine of like what, 100K?
I mean, if you put the firearm charge on here, it's over 3,000 minutes and $150,000 fine.
Yeah, I misread the. I said 500,000. I thought that it was over 100,000 because that charge was on there. And I didn't see that it wasn't.
Also, it's a little bit odd, but it still applies. It's constructive possession of the firearm, regardless.
It can definitely apply, like I said. But he can definitely argue against it based on when the gun was found, unless Frost saw him drop it.
Well,
it's constructive possession of the gun because
if his
trying to
DNA is
say,
on possession of it. It's on there.
Yeah.
It's not. That can't be manufactured.
If he plays the card of it was in the vehicle.
The phone.
The phone proves a robber, right? But he's saying that the reason why he touched it is because he picked up on the ground and placed it in the glove box. That's what he's saying to me in the interrogation. That's his defense.
And then not only that, he then dropped you off, I think, Cornwood, right? So, oh my god, what's still in the glove box of the vehicle that he's driving? Oh my god!
The gun, constructive possession. Here you go.
I mean, listen, why do we
wait a second. Why then, Slacks, explain me this. Why then he said, I took the gun, placed it back in the glove box. Why did he take it again from the glove box and drop it in the water?
He's claiming he washed away from the car because the door was open.
Okay, so he doesn't close his glove box when he put a gun in it?
You can't just say shit. I
understand.
You know what I mean?
But the car did flood, though. I understand that. I'm going. You have to see from the attorney perspective and the judge. I'm playing the devil's advocate right now with y'all, right?
No, I understand.
I'm trying to create doubt in your argument to see if it's solid or not. He said he never had possessed it. He said he just picked it up, placed it in the glove box. He did not want to rob you. Right? You know what? Any possession.
Did he talk about the taser cartridge, the radio?
He said he placed it in the glove box. That's what he said.
All of it.
I mean, if it's not on him, it's in the glove box, or somebody else was involved. I mean, was there another person too as well?
There were multiple people in the original car, but
just so you know, Slacks,
actively kidnapped me.
A gun is not like a balloon. It doesn't flow down the stream. A gun would have stayed in the glove box.
Also sinks, so it would have been right outside.
A gun
It's
sinks.
a heavy ass fucking gun.
Right, but we're talking about a stream here. It can take it. What are you guys talking about? A stream can take a gun down the river. If it can take a body, it can take a gun for sure.
I mean, I remember the glove box was locked.
Like I said, I'm just giving you his argument. If y'all want to pursue with it, you have probable cause. I'm not saying otherwise. I just don't think I want to pursue it because I want to make sure that we get a guilty plea on this. Since the robbery charge does cover taking the weapon and stealing it.
Here's another question. There was a Group 6 pallet in that glove box. How come the Group 6 pallet didn't flow out of the glove box?
How the hell would a pallet fit in a glove box?
I don't know, Slacks. You see the can of worms that gets opened up when... Yeah, okay, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it, okay.
No. I got it from the start. Like I said, I was playing devil's advocate with y'all. Because if our argument is solid, then all these points that I'm bringing up right now would be brought up in court, right? And we thought about it.
I think I'm trying to go in order and do all the steps properly. I feel like steps are getting skipped. And when
which steps are you getting skipped? Because I followed your instruction regarding this report.
Well, I feel like we were going essentially straight to a plea deal based on what he was saying before all the charges were even properly proposed.
Docs, I want you to know I made $2,400 just sitting here waiting for this to end.
Good shit.
Once again, what would you like to do here, Cletus? Because you feel like steps are being skipped. And I'm making sure that we're not skipping any steps.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't care what you want to charge him with. Okay? What I care about is the process being done right. And if the process is done correctly, people know why we make the decisions that we do. This will turn into something that I don't want it to be.
Well, no. But once again, though, I mean, how is the process not done right? Because I've explained to him all the charges he's looking at and the possible time and fine taking place. I've told him that his DNA was found on a gun and we could easily charge him with it, but we're not pursuing it today, right? I've explained everything to him as far as what transpired.
Look, the possession wasn't in there, which we have down to a T, dead to rights, period.
Holy shit, man, I'm falling asleep.
Okay, Mr. K, you want to hear the good news or the bad news?
Go ahead.
Okay. After further conversation with my fellow officer and looking through evidence, we are going to bring back the charge of criminal possession of government issued firearm, along with the robbery one.
And wasting everyone's time for what? I mean, we're supposed to be working out a deal. You guys are doing the fucking opposite. I'm not saying shit. I'm not talking about shit. That's it. You guys fucked it all up. Congratulations. And now I really don't care.
Let me go through the charges one more time. Government issued firearm, resisting arrest.
Like, what are we dealing with here?
1, evading, robbery, law enforcement officer, attempted murder in the second degree ×2. 2 counts of attempted murder of an employee, and 4 counts of criminal use of firearm.
And how much time is that?
It comes with 3,167.
Wow, man, this is so good. Get these losers back in there. Get that little fat fuck.
I'm not.
Get that other blonde bitch in here.
You're talking to me. You're talking to me.
No. Get them all in there. They want to do this shit. Let's go. Let's talk about it. You think he's so smart? Get him in here.
One person, does not equip the whole police department.
That fat
okay.
Fuck. Get him in here.
He has nothing to do with it.
He does. Okay? He does. He was the one pushing this the whole fucking time.
Okay.
No, it's great. You guys want me to spend 3,000 fucking minutes in jail? Cool. All right, I get it. 1,000 wasn't enough for you. Sorry, I'm such a bad guy. Oh my god, I've done such bad things.
You are getting time served on top.
Oh, whoa! Thank you so much, man. I get 2 hours off. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me 3,000 minutes, man. Thank you. This is great.
Well, time served will be 2,700.
Cletus, he's done. He's out yapped because this has been going on way too long, Captain.
He didn't like the comments that Mr. K did. He
also didn't like the comments that was being made.
Hey, what do you think he's gonna say? He's gonna thank you for.
I think he's in the.
I think we all know that.
He's in the evidence room right now.
If I'm gonna be real, regardless if you added the charge or not, I think you're still gonna be. It's a matter of being mad about one day or the 3 days.
I think he would have been fine with 1 based on his attitude and the conversation I had with him. Right. I'm going with majority vote.
Why don't we?
I'm going with.
Why don't we charge him with a charge? And if you want to give him 1 day, it's your discretion. It's officer discretion. You can just give him.
No, because I can't play with time like that. I can't. I cannot shoot.
Yeah, it's big. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Cletus, what else was on his DNA besides the gun? Was it the taser and government radio? Because I'm trying to add all the appropriate charges here and make sure that not a single charge is missing. So what else came?
Let me check one more time.
Taser, radio, what else? I'm gonna add
taser, radio, Glock. You had 1 taser cartridge. You gotta hit on all those.
All right, I'll add in there. Okay.
I didn't have the spike strips. I don't know. Maybe I did. Oh, let me check the spike.
It's part of it. It covers that too as well.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go set him up then.
The problem is, I'm incredibly frustrated by this.
I understand. But like I said, we were trying to figure out these things at once, and we were trying to have a conversation about it. We weren't sure about it. And we decided what to pursue. If anything, it was a learning experience, and we're dealing with something that's very new as far as DNA, right?
Now here's what happens. If you charge him with everything, there's a difference between proposing charges and pressing them.
I mean, yeah, but isn't that what we did the past hour? Is propose things and talk about things? What we want to pursue?
I don't know what happened last hour.
I proposed my charges as far as what I thought was appropriate, and I proposed y'all. We talked about this, and then we even had a vote. The thing is. The process got convoluted, and now I'm the bad guy because we spoke in front of him, and it makes me look like I'm doing some shit that I ain't doing. That's why I'm frustrated. I understand what you're saying, and we should have not discussed the charge in front of him, but we were trying to do that because we're trying to get a deal with him. That was part of the deal, right? So we should have not done that in front of him to do the deal. We should have went outside and had a conversation about it, but we all agreed to read everything out loud in front of him, right? And that's where we shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I made the mistake of even getting myself involved. I should have just walked away.
So Cornwood, what you wanted us to do is
you were the witness as far as what happened. We need your side of the story. I can't really pursue an investigation without your side of the story. But
so I have a question. So what you wanted, Cornwood, is us to propose the charges and see what he would say with these charges, right?
This is what I would like to happen at this point. I would like to let him go, consider it an ongoing investigation. We don't charge him. We have 30 days to press charges. It's a catch and release. We can summon him and we can press the charges at that point because we have 30 days to press.
Right, but why are we holding off? Why is that? Is he trying to investigate something else? I mean, what is the reason behind it?
Because we don't have nothing else to investigate. It's dead to right.
We have multiple charges. We have the other. We don't have completed reports for some shit that happened. There's 5 things in there.
Criminal use, attempted murder, all that, the casings, the victims involved, it's all in there, right? I went through that and made sure we get the right charge as far as that. That's not what he's fighting, it's the most part. His issue is the possession charge.
That's the only thing he's got an issue with?
Right now, yeah. Trust me, 1,500 sounds much better than 3,200.
Look, y'all decide.
I'm honoring the vote, and I will pursue the charge we agreed on. Unless Frost and yourself want to, vote differently. That would make a majority on my side, but I'm not trying to influence you here.
And
I'll go in there, and I'll make it seem like I dropped it naturally as far as the possession charges. I'll spin it.
How'd you feel, Cornwood?
If you want, I can start the conversation with me. You come in there and interrupt it. If you want.
I would be okay with the robbery, going with the fact that I think somebody told him about it being a charge like that fits with everything, right? That takes like all of it in it.
It does. The reason why I'm going down that hill is if robbery did not have steal and taken weapons, I wouldn't go with that charge because of what it had, and that's the reason why I went behind it.
The robbery includes the possession? Why are we questioning the possession then?
No, it does not involve possession. It just, if you read it, it involves removing and taking the weapons, which he claims he tried to do. He tried to disarm Cletus, but at the same time his DNA is on it, which is by the letter of law, that is possession. So that's where the headbutting comes in. Is technically, if you argue letter of the law, you got him, versus spirit of the law, if you want to talk about that.
What do you think, Cornwood? Where do you want to go? Let's go what you're calling it.
I think we are willing to drop the charges for the
possession, right?
If he goes and he explains the rest of the shit that happened and actually talks about the other shit.
Okay, I'll go talk to him. All right, so like I told you, Kay, you're looking at 4 counts of criminal use of firearm, 2 counts of attempted murder of employee, 2 counts of attempted murder second degree, 1 count of robbery law enforcement officer, 1 count of criminal possession of class 1, 1 count of evading, 1 count of resisting, and 1 count of government issued firearm and equipment, being your DNA found on the taser, the spikes.
So tell me this:
and
why the fuck did no?
Let me finish. Let me finish. You want to talk? You want to talk?
I don't want to talk anymore. Why the fuck would you have me sitting here 3 hours trying to work out a fucking deal when there is no deal?
Yeah, let him finish with Mr. K. He has something he's going to say.
And Mr. K, we spoke with the officers. We won't drop the PD gun charge in exchange for you telling us what happened involving the hunt gun.
Wait, what?
So you'd go back to your original charges that you had originally. I would remove the criminal possession of government firearms. So you would go down from 3,000.
This is not what the fuck?
You go back.
So you're gonna bring me back to my original charges. So you just threw on some more shit for me to what?
Your original charges were the ones he just told you.
That should have been your original charges. As we're going through and through the discovery phase and investigation, that should have been your original charges.
By talking to fucking Gatsby and whoever else?
No, but by
isn't that meant for fucking court cases? Why are we calling judges and shit? I don't understand that. What cop fucking while they're arresting someone was like, hold on, let me ring the judge. Yeah, judge. It's like, motherfucker, that's for court.
Not really, because sometimes sometimes you get the judge's opinion on things. Yeah, and that was the whole point of it. He was trying to get an expert opinion on the topic, so we're not going too south. Too bad.
He didn't like what you were saying, so he's trying to call them to be like, look, well, judge said this.
I was wrong about the possession charges, Kay. The first part, I thought you could separate the 2 incidents and the hot gun with one and investigate that and charge you for what happened today. But according to our laws, it has to be charged all at once, or else it's a double jeopardy and I cannot pursue the charge again. So I was wrong about that. And Cletus and them were able to provide me a bit of clarity on that because I thought you could separate the both, but you can't. Now, going back to what I said, that charge is out the window. The PD gun, out the window. That is 1440 months gone, a fine of 100K gone. All we're asking for is just the hot gun, what happened during those incidents where
You're going to charge me with the PD gun when it wasn't even found on me?
By the letter of the law, we can. And if this goes to court, you know what happened.
The law shit.
I mean, you try to fight it, right? And you saw what happened.
Give me everything.
Okay. It doesn't have to go down this path.
I don't care. You guys are it's just the same dumb shit constantly. So why even give a fuck?
Because you did give a fuck, and you're making a lot of progress.
Care.
And I want to make. I want to make that progress with you continue. We can.
Nah, this shit's cooked.
I don't think it's cooked all the way. I think we can definitely make progress here. And like I said, charges should still be removed. You really think so? Because you've been looking at 3,000.
Looking at 3,000 now. I was looking at a fucking 1,000 before.
Right, and I'm trying to go back to the 1,000. I'm saying to you right now, you tell me what happened. You tell me those stories. You're gonna tell me. And 1,1440 is gone out the window. By you don't have to worry about that. You'll be looking at roughly between 13 to 1,500 worth of time. And obviously, we can shave more off the time served, of course.
You know, you might as well just lock me in there as long as you can.
That's not the goal, Mr. K. I don't want to go back to.
I'm just gonna go driving around shooting Cornwood in the head every time I see him.
I don't understand. If there's somebody you want to blame, you can blame me. Right? At the end of the day, I'm the captain.
Not. You're the only one that's been trying to actually work with me.
Well, Mr. K, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it's my call. I can tell these officers fuck off or not, right? And they're under my supervision. So if there's somebody you want to blame, you can blame me as far as how things went. Because
I don't know who's the captain, him or you, because it seemed like he's the captain.
He's somebody who I respect a lot, and I
wasn't
work
he just
closely,
fired? Recently hired, and you actually wanted to keep him fired, and the only reason he got rehired because of the council.
I voted to demote him, not to fire him. That was my recommendation.
You get a lot of respect.
Because Cletus has earned my respect. I mean, he works his ass every single day.
How do you
in the
earn
PD.
your respect? By getting fired?
No, by being a good police officer that wants to help out.
So why did you want to demote him
difference.
if he's a good cop?
Because I believe in accountability. I don't care if you're a captain or not. You should be held accountable.
Usually, when you're a good cop, you don't get demoted. You get promoted.
People make mistakes, right? And they gotta learn from it.
So so if you make mistakes, you're a good cop.
No, I'm saying there's no perfect cops in the PD. Hell, I've made mistakes. I got disappointing action points, and I believe I'm a good cop. So you can't judge people by their worst mistakes all the time, right?
Right. Well, I'm getting the usual from you. Just beat around the bush, not be straight up about things.
Because I'm not gonna sit there and talk about somebody who's not present here, and I'm just being truthful about how I feel, Mr. K. I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I really truly believe in this way. Does it sound like a bit cheesy or a bit too optimistic? Sure, but I believe in that for sure.
You know what's crazy? I would have got way less time by if I just pulled up and shot him in the head. Seems like you guys got some really good solid laws put in place. They definitely make a lot of sense.
You still would have been in possession of the guns. It would have added more things.
No. If I just pulled up and fucking shot him in the face and then put 50 more rounds into his chest, I would be out on the streets. But because I had his phone in my pocket, I'm looking at 3,700 minutes.
And like I said,
no, for real. Am I crazy or does that sound fucking like stupid as shit?
I think you're trying to simplify what happened into
Slacks,
one sentence.
come on. Slacks.
No.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
You're saying...
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
If you shoot
somebody... If I pulled a shotgun out right now and blew your head off in front of her and she arrested me, I'll be in a better position than if I just put a fucking knife to your throat. Hey, Slacks, give me your gun. And I walked out. Can we not agree that something's off here? Exactly.
It's okay.
No, stop. This is what I'm saying though. Like, right, you never can be straight up. You always gotta fucking play your little side. And this is why this shit is pointless.
It's not pointless because you'd be looking at a hot charge for a murder gun employee, right? What are you talking about? If you fully blast me with a shotgun, there's a hole in my body. I'm dead probably, right? I survive, then that's a different story, right?
Exactly. So if I blow your arm off with a shotgun and you survive.
Yeah,
versus me holding you up and taking a phone out of your pocket, or whatever, taking a taser out of your pocket.
Yes, Mr. K. If you want to look at it, if you want to look at it that way, absolutely. I think you can really put things in optics for sure.
Yeah.
As far as how they are in Los Santos, it's not a perfect city, right?
Far from it.
The council voted it that way was for a reason.
The council. We've been known the council's fucking dumb as shit.
And that's why you should vote at the polls.
So the council's so afraid that cops are going to get robbed.
I don't think it's about
that. So they
make
make some ridiculous charge. Wow, man. That sounds like really fixing it.
In fact, that law enforcement officers do a lot of work in the city.
What that shit is that?
The best way to fix it is to not rob
I don't think you
cops.
see it from our shoes, though.
Best way to fix it is not rob a cops. This is my exact point.
Best way to fix it is
not rob a cop. So let's make a crazy fucking charge. You guys are fucking stupid.
Mr. K, first of all, we don't come up with laws, right? That's one. Two, the reason behind it, and I'm trying to give you perspective on it, is because law enforcement officers do juggle a lot of things. They wear many hats, and they do a lot of things. Having people target them all the time.
And what I've learned is that DOJ and the counts are the root of all the issues. Now, I understand you guys just got to follow what, follow your procedures. I understand that. You guys just get hit with the brunt of it because you guys are the ones delivering it. You understand? The real issue is those dumb motherfuckers.
No, I don't see it that way, Mr. K.
I see it that way. I'm not asking you if you see it that way. I'm telling you how I see it.
Okay. So let's go back to the charges. You still want to talk about those?
What is there to talk about, man?
Well, I'm telling you. I'm removing a very heavy charge in exchange for
I'm not going to tell you shit just to go back to what I originally was going to be given. Sorry, I'm not going to say shit.
And like I said, I'll drop the criminal use firearm. So I'll drop the criminal possession of government issue firearm and a criminal use. That is reducing 100 months, 20K from criminal use. And it's removing 1,440 months and a fine of 100K. I think that is roughly 1,740 worth of time taken off, or 1,640 worth of time taken off.
Yeah, but we're going back to exactly what we were at before. When we started, we were going to work out a deal to get that number that you're now putting me down to.
Plus time served, right? But Mr. K, like I said, at the end of the day, the possession charge can be pursued and there's probable cause behind it, right? It's not like it's not like throwing shit at the wall and watching it stick and saying, hey, maybe in court we'll find him guilty. I'm giving you the evidence behind it. I'm telling you what happened as far as it, and I'm willing to remove it in exchange for you telling me what happened as far as a hot gun. And the two.
I'm not gonna tell you shit. You guys have not worked with me at all. You made me sit here for 3 fucking hours to give me more time and say, okay. You know, it's fucking funny. You guys said it at the beginning. No, we don't want to be adding on stuff and da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's literally all you have fucking done for 3 hours. You want to sit here and act like you made a deal for me. Like, what the fuck are y'all smoking?
And that's the mistake we should have done. We should have pulled back, had all the charges on the table from the start, and start going through them one by one by one, right? Us reading the charges right here in front of you, and myself and Cletus and Duncan made of a bigger issue as far as being on the same page.
Yeah, it's fucking Cornwood's dumbass. And he tried to sit here and say, I'm trying to help you. No, you aren't, you fucking idiot.
He was trying to help.
He wasn't. Oh my God, don't say that. Do not say
because
that.
I just talked to him. I just came from here. I talked to him. He's trying to help.
Shit.
Yes, he is. Absolutely, he is. Come on.
Him calling the judges and like, no, Slacks, I told you. It's possession and it's this. Fuck out of here. You think I'm stupid?
Hey, how can you say this about Cletus? The man's got a heart of gold. He's got a heart of gold. How can you say this? Okay.
No, he don't.
If there's one person that cares too much, it's definitely him.
He don't care about shit. Charge me with everything.
This was not done right. You don't want to get charged with everything. I'm the one who I told you directly that I didn't think the way that the police handled this situation. Whenever you had that gun.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they needed to charge me more. You're 100% right.
No, he's not telling about that. And like I said, he went through all of it to make sure that we're doing this right. Make sure that you were not also getting screwed as well. It wasn't about trying to get every single charge on the docket or trying to get you processed for it. It's a matter of us doing it right. And like I said, I wish we could go back in time and make sure that we got everything on the table.
Let's do it right and charge me with everything. I'll see you fucks in 3 days.
No.
Hey, why are you doing this? Okay.
Why am I doing? Yeah, this is me.
I'm giving you an out.
This is me.
I'm giving you an out.
This is me. You got me.
Right. But I'm giving you an out. I'm trying to lower things. Yeah. Yes. Even though you think we're going back to where we were, I'm still trying to work to that point so we can talk more and figure things out. I'm trying. Okay. You cannot say I'm not trying. If I didn't care at all, if I said I don't care, you would have been processed and moved. We would have moved on from this, right?
Shit. You got me. I did it all. You got me.
I'm not here for. Okay. I'm here for what happened as far as the hot gun. Those attempted murder. Dr. Cantor, Dr. Jackson. The Dick Lovers shooting that happened. The robberies, the sanitation.
I've never heard of any of that.
You were just getting to the juicy part. You were just telling me the story.
And then you fucked it all up.
It's not too late. You know it's never too late.
You fucked it up. You guys wanted to, do whatever the fuck you were doing for the past 3 hours. And increase the time. So I don't know. There is no deal here. You guys have not given me a deal.
The initial charges that you heard were not the correct charges.
Right, and I'm trying to tell you the original charges are the one that I just read out loud to you when I first walked in here. And now we're trying to go through it together, do this the right way to make sure that we are working with you. There is a deal on the table. You are getting things taken off because of your cooperation. And been trying to explain that. Like I said, I do apologize for the dead game shit show that happened as far as myself, Duncan, and Cletus when we read those charges. We should have had everything on the table, ready to be presented, and then start knocking one down one by one by one.
Well, now I know. Just shoot, don't rob. So, you guys were right about one thing, and then now there is no misconceptions. Now I know. All right, let's just kill people and not rob them.
No.
No, thank you. I learned a lot today.
That is not the point I'm trying to get out of this conversation. We're going backwards. We're going back to the Stone Age at that point. We're becoming cavemen.
And I'm just going to come out and kill people instead of robbing them. No, you're right. I actually did learn something.
And you really think we're watching the penitentiary for 3,000 federal time? You think that's something I want?
I mean, you guys are the ones that were arguing, upping the time for the past 3 hours. Yeah. Yeah, so
like I said,
I do think that.
The upping the time, those were the appropriate charges that happened today. And I'm not trying to add more as far as outside of what happened or less. I'm trying to tell you exactly what happened.
No, you're right.
Charges
robbing
today.
A cop, man, that's fucking devil shit. You're fucking right. I'll just kill people instead.
Mr. K, were you trying to expose the law by doing this? I don't understand.
What do you mean expose? This is the law. I don't have to expose anything. This is the law.
Right, but this law was made aware to everybody. People knew exactly the consequences behind it.
Yeah, man. You're totally right. Let's get a robbing charge of 1,000 plus the possession, which is let's do that.
So hot gun stories, nothing.
Nope, y'all fucked that one up.
Okay, why are you willing to die on this hill and be so stubborn? Just come on. Let me break through. Let me penetrate.
I'm good. I literally don't give a fuck.
Okay, so original charges: 4 counts of criminal use of firearm, 2 counts of attempted murder of government employee, 2 counts of attempted murder in second degree, 1 count of robbery law enforcement, 1 count of possessing class 1, 1 count of evading, 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of criminal government issued firearm / equipment, bringing you to a total of 3,217 and a fine of $154,830.
Not guilty.
Okay.
Thank you for simplifying life for me, by the way.
Okay, I'm not trying to make a villain. I'm not trying to summon somebody
you did.
inside of you.
I'm just shooting people.
It's not gonna resolve anything, okay? It's not.
What is there to resolve? Oh yeah, let me resolve this so I can drive a truck. Fuck that. I'll just shoot people.
So you think you walking around and just shooting people isn't to send a message across better that way?
I'm not trying to send a message.
Well, you telling me you already made threats to Cletus and the PD. You're saying that this was me just having you understand how fucked up the law is, and then you taking that and weaponizing it.
Yeah, this is me. I'm weaponizing it.
From my perspective, it sounds like it, Mr. K. It sounds
you guys
like
are
you're
always the victims, huh?
I'm not the victim here. I'm worried about you, man. Okay, I'm worried about you because I don't want you to spiral from this. I don't want this to be your villain moment.
I feel you guys are getting robbed. That's so. Oh my god. I really feel for you. That's so horrible. That's such a horrible thing to go through.
Do not shoot anybody. Do not hurt anybody, Mr. K. Focus on business. Do that instead.
Fuck. You're right.
There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There is. Trust me, there is. Okay.
No, you're right. Fuck, man. I should have never took that $50 shit.
Now I'm gonna ask you again. Are you sure you don't want to talk about anything? Work out a deal?
You don't want to work out a deal. You did the opposite.
How dare you?
How dare you say that? You're gonna try to put this on me. Oh, he didn't want to work out a deal, bitch. You motherfuckers didn't want to work out a deal.
I was willing to drop 7 charges. How is that
here
not
we
one
go. The 7 charges you added on. Thank you. Oh, thank you, man.
No. Okay, 2. Were added on afterwards.
You're right.
That
Silly me. I should have known. Robbing someone's worse than shooting them. Silly me. My bad. Oh, silly me for trying to disarm him. Silly me.
Okay, it doesn't seem like anything I can say right now.
You're right. It's better to kill them, to disarm them, than to just...
No,
you're right.
Absolutely not. It's better to not do crime.
Silly me.
That is always the best option, if you ask me.
No, you're right, man. You're a good guy. You were gonna drop that 7-minute charge for me, joyriding. Thank you, man.
Oh no, joyriding has been. That was one charge that's being dropped.
Oh, no,
along
thank
with
you,
5,
man. Thank you.
Along with 4 counts of criminal use, along with the government possession of a firearm, along with the government equipment
Slacks,
as well.
it's
That is
okay.
7 charges.
Slacks,
okay,
it's okay. I'm not blaming you. It's the system. I'm not blaming you.
Okay, the problem is, like, it's not even about blaming me or the system. Once again, I'm trying to make sure that you're not going to the penitentiary for a long time. I'm trying to give you
What do you mean?
an
This
option.
is the law that was set by the glorious DOJ and council.
154,000. You ready?
Yep.
There is your bill, and then you're getting time served. You'll be looking at you'll be looking at 2,800 as far as.
Thank God. Oh, thank God, I was worried.
Do you have any questions, comments, concerns for me before local DC takes you outside?
Nope. I could care less.
141, send me an impound. Sorry, send me local DC.
Y'all need help? I got a repair kit.
Oh no, we're good. We have a bunch of guys.
That's too goddamn bad.
Don't move, motherfucker. I'll blow your brains out.
All right.
Let's go.